I had talked about how uh, when these big milestones come around, like 100 days, 200 days, whatever, um, that I wouldn't really make a big deal out of it. And I didn't. When it came to the training session, I just kept doing whatever I was supposed to be doing. And my hams felt a bit off. I think I had a bit of pain in my left hamstring actually, which was kind of surprising. And I had stretched beforehand, trying to loosen them up. But throughout my day, I kept thinking about, oh yeah, today's 200. And it hadn't really hit me till towards the end, when I was training. Like, wow, that 200 it's a number, but it's definitely a number. um, but I didn't really let it affect anything in the gym session. I want to go for 100. I want to continue with the 5 times 5 for 100. Maybe try 105. I could up the weight for my 5 times 5 if I felt good, and if it was, oh, it's on day 200, would have been a nice little increase in weight, nice timing and all that. But I really didn't care at all for um whether or not it was 200, 300 didn't really matter. I just cared about how I felt, and I felt good, but my body was telling me that 100 wasn't really the way to go today. So I decided to keep my entire form really, really strict and just focus on 80. That was it. So I dropped it by 20. I didn't even touch 100. I just went to 80, and it felt good. I could have gone to 100, but I think, based off what I was feeling, I just stayed with 80. I wasn't tired, even though I had a long day. I um, wasn't lacking energy in any sense. I wasn't trying to get out of a tough situation. I want to see um, how good my squats really were when I lowered the weight a little bit, and that's what I was basically testing out today. How good does 80 feel, and how can I make this 80 turn into 100 and still feel the same way? Um, I think you can still gain strength through this, um, in my opinion. I feel like you can go down 20% of whatever weight you're doing. Say you're doing 5 times 5, and that 5 times 5 is, the weight that you're doing for 5 times 5 is around 85% of your 1 rep max, or 80%, whatever it might be, and you're trying to increase your strength. I think if you lower it a bit more and focus completely on your form, you can still get stronger through that method and keeping it at 5 times 5 as well. I really do believe that. I think I think that I believe that, because when I drop this weight and I still do 5 reps, I put everything into those 5 reps when it comes to form. I really make sure that I'm really engaging the specific muscles that I want. When I'm at 100, sure, I'm doing it the same way, but it's a bit more of a brute force, um, kind of wild approach. And obviously, there's benefits. I mean, I got to 100 in the first place via that method, but there could be a plateau here, especially considering me myself trying to gain weight, because I can only be a certain amount of weight and not, you know, only do so much weight before I have to gain myself. So I think that's what's going on. I think I have to put some more mass in my legs, not only muscle but also fat, just all around the more to um, get into those heavier weight classes, basically to kind of push more, try and go for 105, 110, and make it easier for me. Um, so yeah, interesting. It still felt tough because I went to the bottom and I kind of, well, some of the reps at least I paused. I made sure I rested at the bottom, and then I pushed it back up. And I felt everything. I felt everything. I even felt my calves at one point, when they were trying to stabilize the weight on the bottom of the at the bottom of the rep. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And yeah, 200 doesn't feel like it, but I think uh, I think this is just gonna continue. I don't expect I don't expect myself to calm down. I'm in a bit of a gully, that's for sure. Not a terrible, and in terms of Energy at the gym, the consistency has been going back up, having a bit more energy to do more things, but it's mainly just compounds right now. And school is starting, so yeah, it's just a matter of time before I start um, putting things into my schedule in a correct way, in a way that I can be efficient. And yeah, everyone started messaging me now right as I start recording, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, it was a decent session today. Felt fine, felt good. Don't know how I feel about 200. It just feels weird to me, but I'll just keep going, and yeah, you guys will see how it goes. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.